I'm Dayan Rahmani, and this is Policy Wire, reporting on a rising issue that Pakistan can no longer afford to ignore: the urgent need to regulate Afghan migration. For decades, Pakistan has opened its doors to Afghan refugees in acts of unmatched generosity. But today, the inflow of unregistered Afghans has outgrown its humanitarian frame. It is now a critical national security issue. The country is approaching a breaking point, not unlike the Los Angeles immigration crisis of 2025, when unregulated migration led to 5 days of riots, looting, and complete civic paralysis. In cities like Karachi, Quetta, and Peshawar, the parallels are becoming alarmingly clear. Overcrowded, undocumented Afghan settlements now stretch the limits of urban stability. They overburden weak institutions, strain public resources, and provide space for illegal activity, be it drug trafficking, arms dealing, and shelter for extremist elements. Pakistan's security agencies have long warned of Taliban fugitives and other militants finding refuge in these lawless enclaves, zones that exist outside the state's database and outside its control. This isn't about ethnicity or bias, it's about national security and civil order. Just like in Los Angeles, what begins as unmanaged migration eventually grows into something more dangerous, something no longer contained by goodwill alone. The intelligence challenge is real. With no central biometric registry or state-managed filtering system, Pakistan cannot distinguish between asylum seekers, economic migrants, and criminal infiltrators. This ambiguity is not just inefficient, it's dangerous. It creates blind spots where extremist networks thrive and where law enforcement can't follow. It's not just a security risk, it's an economic pressure cooker. The informal labor market is being distorted. Wages are falling. Legal workers, already overburdened by inflation, find themselves pushed aside. Housing shortages are intensifying due to illegal settlements. Healthcare, education, and sanitation systems are also overwhelmed. Urban resentment is growing, and so is the political cost. Public frustration is no longer limited to fringe voices, like American citizens who demanded order after the LA riots. Pakistani citizens are now asking for regulation. Not hostility, but structure. Biometric registrations, deportation of illegal entrants, and a clear separation between refugees under UN protection and those living unlawfully. This isn't about choosing between compassion and containment. It's about acting now before civic breakdown becomes irreversible. Waiting for a crisis to erupt, whether through violence, economic collapse, or public unrest, would be a failure of policy and foresight. Pakistan has done more than any other country in hosting Afghan refugees, and that record stands. But now, generosity must meet governance. It's time for a proactive policy rooted in data collection, international cooperation, and legal accountability. Because if Pakistan fails to regulate this issue now, it won't just be a migration crisis, it will be an urban disaster, a national security lapse, and a lost opportunity to turn compassion into controlled, sustainable policy. Thank you for watching.